If I ran the rainforest. Wow. Hey, I'm the Cat in the Hat, and it's time that we get to go to a place that's steamy and wet. It's the rainforest. The reason it's clear, about 100 inches of rain falls there each year. Down at the equator, I'll show it to you. Your mother won't mind. Very much if I do. To the tropical rainforest, off we go. There are three other kinds I think you ought to know. The seasonal kind has months that are dry. A cloud rainforest sits 3,000 feet high. Wow. A mangrove rainforest grows on the coast, and rain falls on the tropical rainforest most. Dear Sally and Dick, for your information, the reason it's raining is called a transpiration. Pets lose water through their pores in their leaves. Warm, wet air rises up to the sky, and wet air cools and forms rain clouds. And of course, the plants soak up the rain through their roots again. A rainforest has 4 floors, you might say. We'll visit each one, so please step this way. My umbrella-vator will give you the best view to the uppermost floor. Let me take you with me. Let me take me and you. Emergence is the word that we'll use to call these trees that grow up 300 feet high. Emergence. Wow, that's a tall tree. They might be tall, but I'm here to report their roots don't go very deep, but it still gives them enough support. Look at that. That's a kind of a person standing next to that root. Buttress roots grow above ground like a fan to keep the trees from falling, and that's kind of nature's plan. Who makes their home there? Who likes to be up that high? An eagle named Harpy. Hi, he makes her nest high. This gaggle of parrots is colorful hue and macaws of scarlet and yellow and blue. Now we go down a floor to floor 3, where the lower treetops form a green canopy. It keeps the rain and sun off the floor down below, but it's also a place where the epiphytes grow. These plants have roots that hang there, here and there. They suck up the moisture right out of the air. That's pretty smart. There's howler monkeys. Wow, there's some sloths. They go real slow. The canopy is a mostly crowded spot. There are monkeys and tree frogs and birds. They eat a lot of fruits, nuts, bugs, and the nectar from flowers. It is noisy around here, and it's busy all hours. Some animals here, I have found, live their whole lives without ever touching the ground. These little red-eyed tree frogs. The wet leaves are slippery. The movement is tricky, and that's why their toes and fingers are sticky. In the canopy, hark, the hummingbirds hum. There's over 200 kinds. Wow, that is quite a large sum. The hummingbird sips at the nectar of blooms from the flower to flower. Aww. The little bird helps the flowers to grow because pollen sticks to its body. And so when the pollen gets brushed from its feet and its head, it causes the pollen to scatter and spread. Wow, pitcher plants. This plant gives the insect the most deadly ride. It slips in and slips and it gets trapped inside. A strangler fig. If this plant can't root, it'll grow on the other. The vines twine and squeeze and then finally smother. The understory is the next stop, floor 2. I'm afraid not much sun can make it all the way through. These vines and ferns grow, it's dim and it's hot. Spider monkeys live here, and the wild ocelot. Looks like a big kitty. Camouflage is a word to describe and design that makes things blend in. It's really hard to find. Find 6 hidden things and you'll win a prize. I'm sure a way to win is to sharpen those eyes. I see a sloth and a moth and a snake. All kinds of cool stuff. Last stop, the first floor. The doors open wide, and when we look out, it's quite dark outside. Is anyone home? At first, you'd say not. There's mostly leaf litter, dead plants, and some rot. But jaguars prowl, snakes slink and they slither, insects and spiders creep yon and hither. Now look even closer and you're going to find among the life here is our own humankind. For thousands of years they've lived unharmed. They've hunted and some have even been farmed. They know where to find the food and the meal, and they know which plants are poison, and they know which plants can heal. You see all four floors, and if you can list them, the four floors make up a complete ecosystem. But something has happened in the recent years, a thing that's going to drive me to tears. Millions of acres of land every year are cut down for reasons too long to list here. If I ran the rainforest, you know what I'd do? I'd make a few changes. That's what I would do. I'd say, chop somewhere else, people. Leave these trees. Don't cut them down. Save these trees, please. Aw, well, thank you for reading with me. The end.